What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason and Jabari Gaming, and we have two wars today for you guys since I did not have many fights on either war. We have war number 3 against Legion here, and then after this one I will show you guys war number 4, which is currently still going on against GGIR. Okay, so for today's team I'm going to be bringing in Falcon, AA, and Odin. I think I have to place an Odin shock pre-fight on 22, I believe, for mcoc, if I'm not mistaken. So I think our first fight here, we're going up against Gallon. I think it's a rank 5 Gallon, but I'm not sure. I can't remember at this point. So I'm gonna boost up and everything like that, of course. And the idea obviously with AA is just to parry heavy, let the Neuros do the job and take them down quickly. I haven't taken this node too many times to actually know kind of everything that's happening with it. I know it's something to do with buffs and stuff like that. That is a rank 5 Gallon, but it won't matter. In this war I'm coming off of my first death from the last war, so I'm not feeling as confident as I should normally feel, in my opinion, but that's okay. We're just gonna try to get through this war as cleanly as possible. So I just block all of that. There's really no need. Some reason with Gallon, certain champions I can't dex out of his special 1. Maybe the timing's different for them or something like that. While with other champions I can do it with these, and Archangel is one of those champions I just can't get the dex off in time. So yeah, I think mcoc takes the Zemo, and I'm placing the Odin shock pre-fight for him, and then we will speed along to section 2. Okay, so I have a mini boss here. We have a Void, and I'm going to be taking it with Falcon. Falcon himself doesn't counter this node, but with locked on he does bypass hazard shift. So that was the idea. I do have class advantage. My 7-star Falcon is duped, but he's only rank 1, and I was thinking I probably need to go with the invulnerability boost here initially, but then I said, well, the debuffs is going to kill me if I die. It wouldn't be him like whacking me. So I end up going with Power Star 1, so I could potentially get off a couple more hits after my special 2, because I'm running power back, so I'm going to hit really hard. You see the fight's going well. We do get our first debuff on us there. I was a little nervous there, so I blocked, and then I go and yeah, here our parry fails coming up. Yeah, right there. I tried to parry, and my character just stood there. Then I get caught on the dashback and I'm dead. I was so mad. I was just like, dude, what in the world? That was a very manageable fight, and I just blew it apparently. There was a sequence of events that didn't help, but it could have definitely been soloed easily, and I'm just so angry. I thought my parry failed twice, but looking back at it, I only failed the 1 time, which obviously is all it took. So yeah, we go ahead and go back in and finish him off after our officer gives us the okay. And that's my second death of the season. I'm just like, man, this is not what the team is expecting out of me. We do have one more mini. So I need to stay focused, and we have this JJ on 55 with Archangel, and I'm thinking, okay, just get through your last fight right now before you completely have a mental breakdown or some crap like that, as far as, you know, just completely feeling like an absolute loser. So yeah, we go in with Archangel. This was actually much like the Battlegrounds meta, so I mean, I'm kind of used to it. It's not the same in the sense that you get the the degen on you, but it's definitely the same when you parry. You get the disorient and stuff like that. So things are going okay. She has 5 neurals on her, 7 neurals on her, and I run into somehow her heavy or special one. I almost die there too, and I'm just like, okay, I'm done. We get the solo, but man, that was just it's just a terrible war for me. It was a terrible war for us. We ended up losing with 9 deaths, and they only had 4. So that's the most we've died this season. I think a lot of guys are kind of bummed out right now because we're not performing with the expectations. And we, don't get us wrong, we've had some really tough matchups, and these opponents are very good, but I think we can perform a little better, and that starts with me. So yeah. All right, war number 4, we have GGIR. Shout out to my brother Teflon. He was a former DSBG member. He's a supporter of the channel, and I'm a supporter of his channel. He's a good guy. But yeah, so this war, which is current war, the war system still is a little confusing slightly because we go immediately into the next war. So today, as of right now, we're still against GGIR, and then later on today we'll be against someone else. But I'm going in with a Mega Sentinel, Magneto, and Iceman. So we got our Ice Bro coming back after our first death with him, unfortunately, for his debut. But we got Mantis here, and the idea for this fight is to pop a combat regen boost. One of the rare occasions that you'll ever hear me say use a combat regen boost. Because in my opinion, there's not many instances where you use them, or it's asked to use them. We're gonna bait out her special 2, and we're gonna hold our heavy when she gets to her special 1, because I think this is power focus 1, so get her up to a bar of power, and it's gonna be hard to get her past 2 bars. So we'll do a couple, we'll shorten our combos until we get her up to 2 bars of power, and we'll punish her heavy attacks. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Coming into this war, my confidence is still relatively low because of obvious reasons. But yeah, we get pushed up to a special 2 and we release it. We do have power backs on, so that did a great amount of damage. It did push her to 2 bars, so now we're just going to be patient. We're going to stop shy of her special 1. Then we're going to do a full combo into another special 2 for game. So that was all in all a pretty decent fight against that Mantis, in my opinion. And then we're going to go immediately into this mini Danny Moonstar. I did duel against Danny before I came into this fight because I definitely don't know too much about Danny Moonstar or her functions, because, you know, I didn't get her. I didn't get her for my featured, you know, opening. And if you guys haven't seen that, go check that out. It's already released. I'll leave a link to the end of this video along with one of the other war videos. So yeah, this is a R5 565 6-star Danny, and I still don't know too much about her. I didn't think I was supposed to hit into her block, because when I was dueling, when I hit into her block, she had some sort of illusion mirage thing come up, but then the second time I hit into it when I was dueling her, I could. So this time I didn't, and I blocked all of her special 1 only to, she hit me on the block a couple times and then it became unblockable. That never was a thing during the duel, so I was super confused there. But she is almost dead, as you can see, and I am so nervous that I'm just literally holding block. I'm not even trying to dex anything because I'm like, you know what, I'm taking it all on the block. This is my last fight with Ice Bro, and we drop her. The team has been depending on me to drop a lot more minis this season, and I'm super happy about that. So I'm taking a lot harder fights, I say in quotations, but they need to be able to depend on me fully to drop all these minis. And so far, out of all the minis I've taken, I only remember dying to 2 minis for my 2 deaths. that Toad mini and that Void mini. But we're taking Doom here with red mags. This is a dangerous fight. You do want to max out Pacify. And yeah, I don't know why he shot up in power. You guys are going to see it. He shoots up in power like twice. I mean, the fight as it stands right now is under control. By the way, Magneto is tactic as well, so that helps. But you guys are going to see here, he's going to shoot up in power. I'm not doing anything outside of this. The conflictor node did work that time, so he's at a special 2, so I'm going to bait that out. And then he goes straight to 3 bars of power, and I'm like, wait, what? How did that happen? But it's okay. I definitely had an invulnerability boost because I did this fight on the off season and I wasn't really trying there, but yeah, I knew that was a possibility. So our invul boost is gone now because somehow our parry failed, and yeah, I charge up to 36. I was gonna wait for him to hit me, but our parry was failing, so I just went ahead and released the special 3. Normally you want to do that when he's stunned or whatever, but then there he goes again to 3 bars of power, and fortunately I had a SP1 ready, so I just threw it off, and he ended up dropping. But yeah, very super sketchy, dicey fight. If you guys know why it kept going to 3 bars of power, please let me know, because I was super confused. I was like, dude, I'm not even hitting them. The conflictor can't set in at this time. I'm genuinely confused. But anyway, maybe it was a buff expiring or something that I didn't see. I don't know. But anyway, my last fight against this Domino with a Mega Sentinel, I don't recall bringing in a Mega Sentinel ever. But I specifically said I wanted to bring her in for this fight, thinking that she can handle it. She will heal from the bleeds, and we're just not going to hit during the shock phase. Obviously, she's a robot. That's a really bad idea. You're going to take extra damage. And then I can hit into the block, which I will utilize later to not get myself back into the corner. I'm still a little jittery from that last fight that I had, but don't worry guys, I'll get better at those fights, of course. So now we're in the bleed phase. Concern that AFO had was that if they're running 5 out of 5 deep wounds, I will be taking a tick of those. I did not see that really come into play here. Not really, not noticeable enough, I should say. So we do get ourselves back into the corner there, but we are healing, and our healing is doing a decent job. It's doing what we needed to do. We do get the SP2 off on her, and that's just going to be the name of the game. And here is when I start beating into a block to push her back, so I don't have to be in an uncomfortable situation. We do dex her special 1. I'm quite comfortable with dexing her special 1. She unfortunately dexes my special 2, and she could have punished, but she didn't. It would not have killed me. Domino would need to throw a special to really do Domino things, but she wouldn't have killed me with a 5-piece. It would have hurt. There I just went for the intercept. I know the shock phase was still up, but we drop her. Relatively simple fight. We got a donut, so I'm super proud of the team. We're back on track, thank goodness, because we desperately needed this, going 0-3. And then our whole team just like really made a statement with this win here, even though it's not official. As you can see, we're done with 1 death. So like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.